Since I'm making a video 2 conference report, I thought I'd kind of do it conference report style, with me walking around outside in the cold. Although I'm willing to bet that what I call cold here in the southern United States and what you call cold in the UK are probably two very different things. I hope that you are from the UK, because I wouldn't want to make a mistake like that, but now that I've admitted that it might be a mistake, it's obvious that I don't have the knowledge either way, so I guess my ignorance is revealed. My basic take on that whole parent metaphor to describe the state, I agree that it is perhaps not the most suitable metaphor. And if you look at the video I made, I wasn't really using parents as a metaphor for the state. I was using parents as a metaphor for how people want to view the state. And I think that there is some credibility to your line of thought that liberals want to view it as the mommy state, where what you call the nanny state provides, safety and shelter and all that stuff, a welfare state. And the conservatives choose to view it more as a daddy state, with the tough, authoritative figure who, don't do this and don't do that, and more of a prohibitive state, something that exists to enforce rules, and that's its primary function. And I think that that's true for the most part, but I think that both metaphors, or both branches of the one metaphor, are faulty in that when you use the parent metaphor, it basically implies that the state views you as a child of the state. And I don't think that could be further from the truth. There are a lot of citizens, I think, who view the state as mommy or daddy, or even if they don't view the actual state as mommy or daddy, they view their ideal state as mommy or daddy. But the state does not view us as its children, it views us as its subjects. You scratch the surface of the power structure that exists now, and you're going to find that the sensibilities of the monarchy are still there. Here in the United States, obviously, it's been a long time since we've had, well, we've never had our own monarchy, but since we've been under the rule of a monarchy. But I think if you scratch the surface, you still find that there. You still find that power is still preoccupied with maintaining power. Now you point out that the Leviathan is a little bit more complex of a creature now. It has all these new tentacles, all these new branches, all of these new considerations, from the financial sector, from all of the special interest groups. I forget what you called them. You didn't call them special interests. You called them something else. I don't remember, but you were talking about special interest groups. When you look at the essential truth that there are a group of people on top and a whole lot of people below them, I think the essential truth remains. It's really not that much more complicated. Maybe there's more dissidence at the top. There's more argument over which direction the power structure is going to go. And that's definitely a good thing. And I agree with you that society has been progressing. Obviously, if you look at the world 50 years ago, or 100 years ago, or 150 years ago, or 200 years ago, things have been getting better. It's not happening very quickly, and, I don't suspect that the world will be a great deal better by the time I die. I wonder, though, with all of these upcoming problems that I know you're aware of, to do with environmental change, to do with overpopulation, although I think that problem might be somewhat exaggerated, to deal with the problem of, 16th century mentalities getting a hold of 21st century technologies. I think that we all sense that there is a a lot of instability brewing, a lot of problems on the horizon, and I think that you and I both know that the progress we made is tentative. I mean, the Greeks, especially the Athenians, amassed a lot of scientific knowledge, a lot of great philosophy, and, you know, it was by and large destroyed by conquering invaders, and that can happen again. We like to think that things are a little bit more stable now, that things are a little bit more permanent, but I think that's kind of illusory. Maybe you disagree with me on that. I don't know. All of the progress we've made, and I agree that we've made it, is so much more fragile than many of us want to accept. And one global catastrophe could send us reeling back into the 16th century. I mean, you know, and it doesn't even have to be a global catastrophe. It could be over the course of a few decades of just mounting instabilities, little pockets of rebellion coming up here and there, rampant terrorism, whatever. You know, we can all produce these nightmare scenarios in our head for you know, the hellish landscape of the future, and I don't think any of us want to be so pessimistic as to think that's going to happen. But I think that, you know, none of us should be so naive as to think that it couldn't possibly happen either.